Welcome to Module 4. Here we're going to be talking about developing engaging public speaking skills. And here we will talk about connecting with the audience. Developing engaging public speaking skills, connecting with the audience. Public speaking can be so challenging. Public speaking can be so challenging, especially if you're not used to speaking in front of large groups of people. However, one of the most important aspects of public speaking is connecting with your audience. When you can engage your audience, you're more likely to get your message across effectively and leave a lasting impression. So, let's look at how we can connect with our audiences, how you can connect with your audience during public speaking. Start with a hook. Start with a hook. Begin your speech with a hook that captures your audience's attention. This could be a thought-provoking question, a surprising statistic, or a personal story that relates to your topic. Maybe you're talking about mental health, and you just come up with something, a very interesting question like, okay, did you know that mental health can give you money? Or something, but of course something that is related to what you're talking about. Some kind of question they've never thought of. And that's what they call thought-provoking question. A question that will make them think deeply and begin to wonder, oh, can it be true? Oh, can it not be true? Can it be this and that? All right? Know your audience. It is essential to understand who your audience is and what their interests are. This will help you tailor your message to their needs and keep them engaged throughout your speech. You must know your audience, know their demographics, age, occupation, what they do. You can imagine if you're talking to people who are senior elders like age 65 and above, you know what you want to talk to them. It will help you to determine how you pass your message across to them. You can't talk too fast. If you're talking to 17 upward teenagers, maybe 13 to 18, you know how to deal with them. If you're talking to children, it's of course it's still part of public speaking. If you're talking to parents, mothers, fathers, you're talking to young men, bachelors, singles, you're talking to educated people, you're talking to people that are not literate, you're talking to royal fathers and all of that. So you must know your audience so that you can know how to tailor your message. All right, let's talk about use of storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful tool for engaging your audience. You can incorporate personal stories that illustrate your message and make it relatable to your audience. If you ask me, people love stories. Yes. Oh, people love stories. They want to know what happened, how it happened, and where it ended. Maybe you're talking about relationship. You can talk about the story of a lover boy who did this, who did that, and all of that. So people love stories. When you incorporate your speaking with stories, that is if the objective or the strategy you're supposed to use for that presentation requires storytelling. All right, you must also look at the type of presentation you want to take. For instance, conferences. In fact, in some conferences, some people tell stories. Even in the most educated environment, well-educated environment, people tell stories. It now depends on how you incorporate it in your message. Use humor if appropriate, if the event allows that. All right, but don't overdo it. Humor can help break the ice and create a connection with your audience, but it has to be decent. Your humor has to be decent. However, you must be mindful of the appropriateness of your jokes and avoid offending anybody. That could be terrible. All right, use visual aids like slides, props that can help you illustrate your message and keep your audience engaged. Be sure to use them sparingly and only when they add value to your speech. Slides can help you, props can help illustrate your message and keep your audience engaged. All right, make eye contact, look into their eyes. Don't look over their heads, okay? When you look into their eyes, you'll be able to pick some things from your mind, but don't be distracted by their faces, okay? All right. So eye contact is a critical component of connecting with your audience. Make sure to make eye contact with different people in the audience to create a sense of connection. That is when you see them, nodding. They'll be nodding when you're like talking to them. Okay? Use body language. Body language can communicate a lot about your message. Nod where you're supposed to, where you're saying yes. Shake your head when you're saying no. Use your hands, use your legs, use your body, use gestures, movement, the way you move. Sometimes you move left, you move right. Sometimes you go into the crowd if it is allowed, all right? If the environment allows that. All right, so use body language. It can communicate a lot about your message and how you feel about it. Your body language can show your what you call it now, it can show how passionate you are about your message. And if they see that you are passionate about your message, it can encourage them to do what you want them to do. Practice active listening. Engage with your audience by practicing active listening. It means you need to pay attention to their reactions. Are they yawning? Are they feeling tired? Are they responding to what you're saying? So you need to pay attention to their reactions, respond to their questions, and incorporate their feedback into your speech. That means that the way they are reacting, all right, you need to see how you can also react back so they know that you're communicating with them. In conclusion, connecting with your audience is an essential part of public speaking. By starting with a hook, know your audience, use storytelling and humor if appropriate, use visual aids, use projectors, TV, whatever it is, whatever gadget you have, use it if it is applicable. Make eye contact, use body language, practice active listening, create a connection with your audience, and you'll be able to leave a lasting impression. Now, let's talk about storytelling techniques using humor and emotion, body language, and vocal variety. Now, storytelling is a powerful tool for engaging audiences and conveying messages effectively. Whether you're giving a presentation, delivering a speech, or pitching a product, storytelling can help capture the attention and interest of your audience. Here are some storytelling techniques you can use to make your presentations more engaging and memorable. Let's look at it. Using humor and emotion. These are effective ways to connect with your audience and make your story more engaging. Using humor can help break the ice and make your audience feel more comfortable. Emotion, on the other hand, can evoke deeper connection and help your audience relate to your story on a personal level. All right? Humor can connect them with you. Emotion can also connect them. Emotion can help, especially it shows that you are also human, and it tells them that, oh, you are human. And of course, they can connect at that level. Body language is a powerful way to convey your message, engage your audience. When you are telling stories, you can use your body language to emphasize on very important part of the stories. The story. Emphasize on important part of the story and relate it to the point you're trying to pass across to them. For example, you can use gestures to emphasize important points or to create a visual representation of a concept or idea. Vocal variety is another critical storytelling technique that can help you engage your audience. Your tone can be different. Maybe you're trying to imitate a character in the story you are telling. You can use that voice, maybe the voice of a lady, of a small girl, of a woman, of an adult, of an old man. This can also bring about humor. Your pitch, your pace, all right? You can create a dynamic and engaging narrative that captures your audience attention. Some people use names in the course of storytelling, but here we're talking about vocal variety. Your tone, pitch, and pace is very key. For example, you can use a slower pace and a lower tone to create a sense of tension. or suspense, or use a higher pitch and faster pace to create excitement and enthusiasm. So, in conclusion, using storytelling techniques such as human emotion, body language, and vocal variety can help you connect with your audience and make your presentations more engaging and effective. By using these techniques effectively, you can captivate your audience's attention, convey your message more effectively, and leave a lasting impression. That'll be the end of Module 4.